course, a very hard-fought 1-1 draw against a good North Carolina side before the win over the weekend against Rutgers. Monath starts playing. We are underway from Shaw Field off-season. Monath out wide to Richards. Good early ball. DeMarco punches away. And the first opportunity goes to the Blue Hens. Looping service over everything. And humidity certainly a factor today. As Stafford looks for Baker. Baker in the box. Baker pirouettes to the end line, and he'll win a corner. He's in clear proximity of one another. Baker a layoff to Godinho. Now wide to Reynolds. Terrence Reynolds can go either way. He'll go left. And his shot is deflected, and it'll be Georgetown's second corner here in just the 7th minute. And they're the little center all the way back to double team with Richards. This is junior David Urrutia, the New Rochelle, New York player. Driven ball to the near post, headed by Lampman, bouncing around, deflected, and eventually cleared. Out wide to Ponce Ocampo. He has runners, he'll cut inside. Cheeky ball to Reynolds. Reynolds to his right foot. Reynolds, a shot through traffic just wide. And they'll say Widrick got a hand on it. And Terrence Reynolds very active early. And you look at Ponce Ocampo. Van Horn, the Hoyas' third corner. It's Urrutia. Delaware elects to not send anyone there, and so Georgetown will set up the short one. Van Horn looking for Howard. Heads to Helfrich, rather. Lampman who heads over. It caught the orange armband, but it was Lampman, and Weiss looks skyward as he deals with the pressure of Smith. Ponce Ocampo's onside. Ponce Ocampo continues the run to the end line. Now peels away, looking for Reynolds. And now the Hoyas out of shape. But DeMarco comfortably handles it. I think zone man situation. Looping ball. Stafford heads, but only as far as Jeffries will have a chance to clip a ball to the back post. And it's out of play. As Helfrich. Stenner's behind Howard. DeMarco off his line. Stenner has an opening, and Howard saves it. But there you see the danger from Marius Stenner. And just as I said, no one's had a clean chance. One ball beats the entire Hoya defense. Ball squirts to Urrutia. David Urrutia from distance, left-footed shot just over. Widrick saw it the whole way. But Urrutia with his opposite foot. And we look at Urrutia, hit it cleanly, but it was rising, and Brian. And defending for this long, tricky. It's Milliken, he'll peel away. Smith back to Widrick, and he'll clear straight up in the air. But you asked a lot of. Reynolds came in during the spring, not commonplace for Georgetown. That's given him a big advantage. Milliken chest to Baker, a shot! And Mitch hits it straight to Widrick. And Mitch Baker looks skyward as that was a point-blank chance for the Georgetown junior. A terrific chest from Milliken, and Baker, good layoff for Brown. Brown looking for Reynolds. He gets past Kirshner. He's in. He shoots, and a save by Widrick, who stands on his head. A great build-up. Brown to Reynolds, and Eric Widrick makes another great save. And the half expires 0-0 at halftime. A cagey affair. Georgetown with the only 4 shots on goal of the game. Delaware, though, had one great chance denied by an Eric Howard clearance. His first rest of the match. So across the back 4, it's Helfrich, Lampman, Caldwell, and Eric Howard. Good ball from Brown. Finds Milliken. Casey's in. Early ball finds Sadapaz. Jordy shoots! And an amazing save by Eric Widrick. Sadapaz didn't get all of it, but it was headed for the side netting. And again, it's Eric Widrick that denies the Hoyas. Milliken with acres of space picks out Sadapaz. A really positive touch. And that is a top-class save by Widrick. From this side, it's Urrutia now. Howard an early ball. Brown top of the box through traffic. Urrutia now to Satriano. Milliken in a pocket wide. Casey the end line. Goal kick. Lampman will hit the left-footed diagonal this time. You don't see that a lot, and it's a great one to Howard. Howard's in. Howard pulls it back to Sadapaz. And then Howard on the shot goes through the goal mouth. But that starts with a Tate Lampman 60-yard left-footed diagonal, which will have scouts at the next level noticing. Howard does well. Good defending there from Smith to block it. And then from a narrow angle. Milliken in a pocket of space. Now Brown. He'll go right. Brown a shot, and Widrick denies him at the near post. Eric Widrick 7 back. Urrutia wide to Howard. Georgetown has numbers down the left. Strelnauer to the end line. And Howard, an early ball looking for Baker. Baker heads just wide. And Baker got to it first with Widrick out. And Tom Greaser and I have wondered this year, will the Hoyas look for more service from deeper positions because of Baker? That time Howard does. Baker gets to it. Up the pitch. Georgetown out of shape here. It's Manath. Manath cuts inside. Shot. Helfrich blocked it. And a big-time block by Matty Helfrich, who's saluted by his teammates. Those two former USL 2 teammates for the Annapolis Blues. Squirts to Howard. Now Godinho. Baker, great touch. Caldwell shot, save! Rebound! Van Horn with it. Across the face, it's blocked. And Howard cutting inside, continues his run. Ponce Ocampo finds Reynolds. Terrence can go either way. He'll go left. He shoots just wide. And Lampman, who stayed forward, actually tried to head that in. I think he sensed that Terrence's shot was going wide. And the flurry has begun. And we'll look at the original chance. It was an incredible touch. And then an incredible shot by Caldwell. And then desperate defending by the Blue Hens. But Will Caldwell, I think, traffic and targets. Near post, DeMarco punches away confidently. They'll be very frustrated not to win, given the quality of the chances they've had. But every time, Eric Widrick has done the job. Meanwhile, here's Manath to the end line. And then Lampman. Urrutia from distance, it's blocked. And then Van Horn picks it up near the corner flag. Van Horn to the end line, the burly senior. Now Ponce Ocampo shot a goal! It's senior to senior! We talked about Van Horn and Ponce Ocampo. Would they make an impact? They do! An outstanding finish by Mateo Ponce Ocampo. And the students are thrilled. The Hoyas are thrilled. And the 1-0 advantage is deserved. The Hoyas finally solve Eric Widrick. And Matty Van Horn, a goal and an assist. We talk about his sturdiness, his patience. And Ponce Ocampo made no mistake. And I think Coach Weiss sent those two a little bit of a lesson with the extended break. And they said, we've learned the lesson, and we've scored the goal. Now, will George, several players from Leeds, England on this side. He'll clip an outswinger. It's a dangerous ball. Traffic in front. Monath shoots, blocked by Caldwell. Monath, a great recirculation, it's cleared. And then a drive from distance by Kelly goes over. And the Hoyas have blocked several shots in important moments. So Jeffries with the outswinger. It's a dangerous ball. Van Horn can't clear it. And Caldwell might have gotten that off the face or the scapula in front of goal. Instead of picking out a moment, it's just a swing and hope. Van Horn with it. Can this be the moment for a second for the Hoyas? It's Matty Van Horn. Oh, and Van Horn tries for the hero play. Chatting on the diagonal. Howard wins the first, but heads it into a dangerous area. It's Booze from distance, and that'll go over as the Booze with a touch. Reynolds gets in front of the dangerous Monath. He clips a dangerous ball to the back post, but DeMarco is there. A big win for the Hoyas. Stay with us. We'll be on the air with Mateo Ponce Ocampo after a short break.